trophies speak to the traditions and the spirit of the contest between schools, and sometimes they also come wrapped as a massive bronze pig. Floyd of Rosedale is on the line in the matchup we have coming up. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Minnesota's offense will get the first possession of the game. When you think of this rivalry, you think tough, hard-nosed, hotly contested games, and the Hawkeyes came out on top in one of those last year.
Well, and for Iowa, listen, it'd be great to compete for national championships, but if you don't, everybody looks back to the rivalry games. And the fact that they won this one against Minnesota and hoisted the Floyd of Rosedale trophy, that meant a lot to this team.
Nothing like hoisting that big hog up in the air for everybody to get excited about. The trophy games are fun, man. Listen, we got bowl games, we got all those things throughout the year. You need a little bit of excitement. This is kind of an spark late in the season for these two teams.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Back to pass, it's Coffee. Grabbed over the middle. It's good. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Stokes.
The pass on first down, caught by the receiver. Brought down on the play at the 35-yard line.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He wants to throw it again. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
And the Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Galladay. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the Golden Gophers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's good. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's good. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Coffee. Hauls it in. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's good. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Golden Gophers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He wants to change this route. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Sampson. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line. He wants to throw it. Why not trying to get it in? And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Gets the back moving. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. No matter how many times you see it, a moving moment here at Iowa between the first and second quarter when the entire crowd acknowledges the children across the way. Hope they enjoy the game as we continue in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. To the air, it's Galladay. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in third and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Sampson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Sampson. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Coffee. Snagged out of the air. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't. Target, it's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Picked off, and they ruin defense to get the football.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. This rivalry between Iowa and Minnesota even predates Floyd of Rosedale. Goes all the way back to 1891, guys.
Crazy to think about a rivalry going that far. And it's passed down, and the uniforms changes, and the names change. But it's so cool, the history of this intact. People keeping track of the records, and it means something to those players back then and to these now.
Yeah, tradition, that's one of the things that makes college football the greatest sport in the world. And the fact that you get to have these trophy games, Floyd of Rosedale, are you kidding me? This is a game you've got to tune into.
They'll run play action. That's caught. It starts. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
To the air, it's Galladay. Finds his man in the middle. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got him downfield. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a cannon.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Bickley. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Galladay. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And the Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now he's going to break the pocket. Caught over the middle. It's Sampson. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's good. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Fires to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. This will likely be the last play of the half. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to pass. It's Coffee. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. A full field of defensive backs trying to take away the deep ball. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some edge-of-your-seat moments between the Gophers and Hawkeyes, and there's still 2 quarters to go in the fight for the Floyd of Rosedale. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. With that, let's send it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Iowa plays out.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Connor? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away.
On to kick it away.
He's got it. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking to throw, it's Coffee. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On third down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
And the Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, it's been a defensive struggle so far in this game. In the first half, we saw that. And I guess the question is in the second half, can these defenses keep it up? It looks like this one can. Getting a sack there on second down. They're still playing with a tremendous sense of urgency.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Golden Gophers will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down.
All kinds of room to the right. Past the 20. Touchdown, Iowa! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. To the air, it's Coffee. The sure hands, it's Sampson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. QB draw. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
That's caught. It's Thorne. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The Hawkeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Way to make a split-second decision by that quarterback. He sees this defender commit. Boom. Pitch the ball. Not only pitch the ball, on target. So now the running back can catch it. He didn't have to reach behind him. He didn't have to reach in front of him. Caught it. He did the rest. Turned on the Jets. Got to the house.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Golden Gophers want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Coffee. Flips it out on the screen. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Tompkins. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's good. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Minnesota! Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake will get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, he's got some space.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Galladay. It left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
To throw, it's Coffee. Grabbed over the middle, it's Sampson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It starts. Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It starts. Finds a crease at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Iowa! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Iowa has added a little port to this lead, and the Hawkeyes are getting closer to capturing Floyd of Rosedale.
Iowa has been dominant on both sides of the ball in this one, offensively and defensively, just doing what they want to do. They've got their foot down on Minnesota's throats right now, David. They're looking to end this thing.
They're Iowa, right? No matter the moment, no matter the stage, the rivalry, the trophy, they are who they are. And now Minnesota in a tough spot against a historically good defense year in and year out with the Iowa Hawkeyes.
The Golden Gophers in the hurry-up. They'll go to the air on second and short. Catch in the middle, it's good. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield, it's Coffee. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. With the catch, it's Sampson.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Sampson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Looking to throw again. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is.
Intentional throw.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. With the catch, it's good. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Once upon a time, these two played for a live hog, but Iowa will have to settle for the legendary, the beautiful Floyd of Rosedale trophy. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.